My name is Precious Azuma, and of course, as I told you before we went for that quick break, a lot of things are actually happening currently. When you come to the Ghana Premier League, I'm talking about our very own Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Their head coach resignation and everything. The brouhaha. People are saying this, others are saying that. They are saying say he left the management because of management decisions and everything. Others are also saying because of salary reasons, and a lot will be a candidate. But as to the reason particularly why he left the club, we are yet to find out. However, we are still going to talk about it because we are just here for you. We are here to talk about everything that is going on currently. So not to waste much time, I have in house Eugene Dankwa from Atinka FM. He always says no, okay, from GBC. Then also you Patrick Elwisi, Kofi Elwisi from Asempa FM to help me talk more about the issues that is going about currently in the world of sports. As the conversation is also going on, you can also send me your messages via the number on the right hand of your screens for me to read it out, as we always do. You'll be interactive, you'll be nice and everything. So let me start with today. I'm starting with let me start with Patrick today. Patrick, I said because the way you were saying things, maybe I understand. So looking at, I mean, when the news came out here, you were here when the news came out that Prosper Natogum has resigned as the head coach. We were all talking about it, but we weren't able to really take our time to talk more about it because of time. But today we have the chance. So your opinion about his resignation as to now. Do you think it was in the right course that he left the club? Or do you think maybe, I mean, so far I think the information that is circulating is that on file the resignation letter and Ponkoi. So as to paper, like, while resigning, we are yet to really confirm. But do you think while resigning and Pa is in the right course? And I say it isn't.
All right. First of all, to those who are watching us, we say big shout out to them, and then to Sandra and then Abigail inside La Paz. A big shout out going out to them this afternoon. They are always making it a lovely one for us anytime we get seated. With Kumasa Sande Koroko issue, as it stands now, what is circulating now is that Koroko has issued a statement that Prosper hasn't resigned from the club. So I don't want to delve deep into why he has resigned and then what really triggered why the man left the club, because they said he hasn't. But what I want to talk about today is we have two big clubs in this country, which happens to be Kumasi Asante Koroko and Accra Atofo. And they are always claiming to be the biggest clubs in the country. And even if you go into families, when you are an elder son or an elder daughter, you make sure that you do the right thing for them to follow. So if Kumasi Asante Koroko on Wednesday, they came with a point that Ogum has resigned from the club. And then, you see, when you go to a club and somebody resigns from the club, it is not a news for somebody to resign from a particular club, because last 2 seasons we saw Antonio Conte resigning from Inter Milan because of players that were sold from the club, Lukaku and other players, because they were the people that helped him win the league for Inter Milan in the Italian Serie A. So it's not a news, but my problem is that Ogum, let's say maybe it was true that the man wanted to resign. I was shocked that Koroko supporters were out there insulting the man anyhow, to the point that people were even saying that even in the classroom he wasn't able to deliver as a good teacher or a good lecturer than to come to Koroko and do things well. See, the truth is Koroko is too big for this shame that they are giving them own selves. Because if Koroko, a coach, has resigned and you can't put things in the right place, and the best thing you could come out to do is to come and insult the coach as supporters, then hey, it is not the right thing to do. Because we were here when Atofo issue came with Samobodu resigning and stuff. We all saw how the supporters were trooping in to support him. In the first season, in the last 7 years, Koroko, you haven't won a league. The man came and he has given you the league.
He delivered, yeah.
And already you are saying that the man is not good, because if it was true that he wanted to resign, he's not good and you are insulting him. The supporters of Koroko didn't get it right. Those who did that didn't get it right from that angle. But the truth to be told is that Koroko and Heart Folk are too big for certain things that they do. 3 weeks ago, we were here when Dr. Nyahuta Maklo, board member of Heart Folk, made it clear to everybody in the country that the players take alcohol and weed before they go and play games. Wow. Heart Folk were here. Yeah. But we claim they are the big teams. Always Koroko. If it is Koroko, the next time is Heart Folk. Yeah. We are here. Now we are talking about Koroko. The next time we will sit here, it's Heart Folk. And it's not a good news. It's going to be a bad news. Which is not the right thing for big clubs like them. So if Legon cities are watching, what are they learning from you being the big clubs that you always claim in the country? It's a shame for Heart Folk and Kotoko with certain things that are happening. And there's a Bakoroko, so it's a Heart Folk for us. Which is not the right. If yesterday I was recalling certain things. In the last, let me say, 9 years or 7 years, Kotoko has sacked about, let me say, changed about 16 to 17 coaches. Heart Folk is 20 coaches that they are changing. Consistency in Africa is not about coach we bend that way, it's not about that. Put good measures in place. If Koroko are putting good measures in place, I don't think that these things will be happening in the club. Now, 2-4 club, yes, we understand. But the truth should be told, say, you are not doing things well. Sure. The club is bigger than what is happening now. Kumasi, Asante, Koroko, and Heart Folk are too big for the things that are happening in their clubs. And we are not happy as in Central and as journalists in the country that anytime we talk about Koroko and Heart issue, it's a negative aspect. Whilst you're not doing anything positive for us to talk about. Today be a matam. And I said they be a metrancy. And I'm why you say, no, you have big people in the teams that you can do better things than what we are doing now.
Usually. Do you think that per what supporters are doing to the coach, do you think it will still push him to insist on his resignation at the club?
Now I can say we are Hannah the count there. When you manna. Well, anyway. But before let me say good afternoon to our viewers and then good afternoon, good evening to them because and I want to say a very big shout out to my lady, the love of my life.
Hey, is it
right? So the love of my life, the night down sponsor at Nafti. I just want to do this for her, you know. Yeah, back to Kotoko's issue. You see, in this country and Kasana, sometimes we have to be serious as a whole nation. We have to be serious. Now, when we talk about European football, most of the time we don't talk about management issues. You talk about players. Sure. You talk about coaching staffs, the tactics of the coach, the quality of players available in the team, and a whole lot of stuff about European football, which give the interest to people to go and watch the person you're talking about. Typical example is we have seen Nunes at Liverpool. All right, we've seen Nunes at Liverpool, and then his first game we didn't see much about Nunes. Second game we are seeing that he is actually performing. He has scored 4 goals. Everybody is talking about Nunes. So the issue here is everybody wants to watch Nunes the next season, which will make the fans go into the stadium to go and watch, or it will give someone who is not a fan of Liverpool to go to the a match center to go and watch a player to play or see how he's going to perform on the pitch. All these things are part of the reason why we follow European football more than our local football. And a lot of people out there will come and tell you that we journalists or sports analysts are the one who does not promote Ghana football. But in our case, what are we talking about? We are talking about Asante Kotoko management versus Prosper Ogun. Whilst we have players at Asante Kotoko, now we should be looking at how they are going to gather together to go and play at Africa. We are talking about Asante Kotoko and management. We are talking about Accra House of Folk and also Tamaklo. We are talking about issues which does not even concern the players' qualities, and then we are not even analyzing how they are going to fit into this African game that we are going to play. Gaga top 4, top 6, or Gaga competitions are also here. We don't even know what we are going to do. We don't know whether we are going to have a pre-season because Europeans are having pre-seasons into their other leagues next season. But here we are talking about
thinking about Africa.
We are here.
We are going to Africa.
You see, we are here wasting time on
issues,
Kotoko, Prosper Ogun. We are wasting time on Asante, Accra Folk and other issues. Yes, Patrick was saying they claim to be the biggest club. It's not that they claim; they are the biggest club we have in Ghana here.
Kotoko
and Asofo. Apart from these two clubs, who else?
No, I don't want you to get me
No.
wrong. I said they are, but if the moment you begin to do
I
things
get you.
bad,
I get you.
you are
So,
claiming to have what you don't.
me, I don't want to even use they are the biggest club, and these are the issues that are popping up. The younger clubs are actually looking up to you to see what you people are doing so that they can also learn. If you go to Europe, a lot of them are looking at Barcelona, they are looking at Real Madrid. If you go to the EPL, they are looking at the likes of Chelsea, Manchester United, Liverpool. They are looking at Manchester City. If you go to Serie A, they are looking at the Juventus, AC Milan, and Inter Milan. If you go to the League One, they are looking up to the big teams over there. But if you come to our league right here, the so-called two big clubs in the country are not even doing things right. How on earth can you come and sit here and talk about resignation from Prosper Ogum and Asante Kotoko, whilst we've not even seen an official communication from the coach? Why we've not seen any official communication from the Asante Kotoko management? But we have a communication member who are on TV, who are on radio telling us that the coach, because of fear, he has resigned from Asante Kotoko. Where did he come out to say that he has resigned from Asante Kotoko? Where is the official letter? That's what we are supposed to ask. Where is the letter?
So I think according to some of their community personnel,
You see,
the written part of it haven't really come out, but the coach Nanka Saneka said.
See, the coach
He
never
is not willing to- They said he said it on phone. They were actually having a meeting.
good.
According to
So
the information I
you
also
see
have.
the problem we have in this country.
That is what we are hearing.
You see the problem we have in
If
this
Ogum
country.
is a big man, and if he's resigning from Koroko,
And
I
he
think
said
that
on phone
there
and
should
it's
be
out the
an
next day.
official letter.
Are
that
you
we
serious
all
in this
see.
country?
And we have big men in the industry that they
So
came out.
the thing is that if it's not true, why wouldn't he also come out? To
That's
say
what I'm
it?
saying. That
No,
today
no,
Koroko in
wait.
with a letter that it is not true. You waited yesterday for everything to be destroyed. Now you are telling us that it's not true. What is that?
So
See,
why did they create all that sort of?
Yes.
I
Here's
see
the
happening.
problem. See, here's the problem I have with the whole management and also Prosper Ogum. Here's the thing. We understand that from the sources that we've gotten our stories, our stories from is more like they were having
Issues.
some are saying Zoom meeting, some are saying
Yeah,
conference,
yeah.
whatever. There was a meeting in there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure there was a journalist in that meeting. It was management meeting, isn't it?
Yes, and they were the same
Good.
people who came
So
out,
here's the thing.
who are saying it on radio
Relax.
stations. and
That's
TV
that's
stations.
exactly where I'm coming. That's why I said our management no more is as if they don't know their work, because this thing cannot happen in Manchester United. How many incredible see they can
Well,
we
when
we
we are
here.
talking about Ghana, I think I will appreciate it if we
No,
don't
they're a
compare-
football club. It's not about
Yeah, it
comparing.
is,
We
it
have
is,
management.
It is a football club, but we are talking about Ghana here.
No, we can't
You
limit.
can't
You see,
compare the
anything I am
system.
personal.
No, you
Anything I am
can't
personal.
compare the system we are in right now
To-
to outside.
No, it's not
So
about.
I won't
listen,
agree with you
Precious,
if
Precious,
you say
listen.
Manchester United. You can't compare Manchester United to Kotoko.
Are they not a club? Are they not
They
clubs?
are, but
We are
you
not
can't
talking about.
compare the
Wait.
system
We are
to-
talking about
let me tell you,
management.
if- I'm
No,
coming.
you are talking
Oh,
about
when it comes
management.
when it
You're
comes
supposed
I'm
to
coming.
understand
When it
this
comes
thing
to
in
I'm
a
coming.
certain way.
Let me say something. When it comes to Koroko, you've had a big man in the industry saying that Koroko is bigger than Barcelona. Listen to me. A serious statement he made because he felt that they had good structures. It includes how you manage a coach and how you put things in place in your club. So if Koroko is having issues with Ogum, should it even have come out just like that?
You see,
Koroko, just like that.
in addition,
That everybody was saying it without any facts about it.
no official letter.
A team like Koroko. No.
Wait,
They are too big for what happened yesterday.
A typical example is when Ali coach, what's the name of the coach? Ali's coach.
Piswana.
Yep.
Yeah.
When he resigned, he came out with an official letter. Did anybody hear that Ali coach has resigned without any official letter? No, if you don't want Manchester United, let's use Ali because they are in Africa. Or that one too, you are in Ghana. So you should use Liberty Professionals. Fine. Adriana Stars, when their coach was leaving, they have to come out with an official letter. When they were appointing a new coach in the person of Paco Fabian, did we hear any issues from them? We didn't. So why is it happening in the camp of Asante Kotoko? You've had a meeting on phone, fine, on Zoom, fine. It's management meeting. So who came out with the story that Prosper Ogum has resigned? And according to them, some people are also saying that he requested for 17 players to be added into the team.
Yes,
and
yes.
then 17 players he didn't request for, according to the source from someone reliable, he said the 17 players he requested was plan A, plan B. If you don't get this player, which makes up the 17 people. Not say go and get all the 17 players. And you hear someone saying that the coach has ego, he disrespected NYA. This and that. No, it's unnecessary.
According to other reports, I mean, they already have their issues.
My problem is now we are talking about what bores me, what gets me angry is you find Asante Kotoko communicators on radio saying that the coach has resigned. Meanwhile, on your official Twitter page, there's nothing like resignation letter from any party. From the coach handle, there's nothing like a resignation letter. So what are we talking about?
The last thing Koroko posted today.
What are we talking about?
4 minutes ago on the official page, pre-season 2022, Jordan Fege and Frank Etoga returns to Kumasi ahead of pre-season. That's the last thing. That they posted just now 4 minutes ago. Kumasi Sande Koroko. But there are letters circulating that the man hasn't resigned.
See, Koroko this is supposed to be happening in Asante Kotoko. It's never right. And see, Sisia and Asante Kotoko say top 4 Omumbo, the top 6 Omumbo. Do you know how this is going to affect the league, even the top 6 itself? Do you know how it's going to affect it? I understand that Gaga is actually going for sponsorship because Asante Kotoko is playing, Hstv may be playing, other teams may be playing. So Asante Kotoko will pull it out. We're pulling out Sisiano for they are saying sporting reasons. We're pulling out Sisiano. Do you know that that particular pull out can affect the sponsorship that they are going for? Because if I'm providing like 5,000 Ghana cedis for this, the whole league, and Kotoko is moving out, I can say I will provide 20,000 or 2,000 because Kotoko is not playing. If Hstv also come out right now say on some bar, then I can provide 1,000, and the money will keep reducing. And these are the two top teams we have. Our sponsorship. See, even if GFA is going for any sponsorship, these are the two teams we will use first before other teams. But we are here talking about Asante Kotoko without any fact, any letter from any party. And we are here talking about, you will see communication members on radio talking about Prosper Ogum. Some are saying that because of he's going to Africa, because he's afraid. Are you serious?
See, let me chip in this. Nana Amponsa in his administration, he's really doing well, bringing in sponsors here and there. We are okay with that. But since he took over, Maxwell Kunodu came, he left. Johnson Smith also took over, he left. Mariano Barreto came, he left. We saw what Mariano Barreto said about Koroko before he left. And also now, Postpogum is now on the line. 4 coaches so far in his administration. If there is something that is not going on well between Nana and Ponsa and the coaches that comes, they should make sure they settle any differences that comes in. Because this time around, if Postpogum is leaving, truly leaving, looking at what Koroko supporters has done already to the man,
see
the way sometimes if I talk about how to folk, sometimes if I talk about how to folk supporters will feel like I support Koroko.
But can you really like blame supporters for responding in such a way?
Oh yes, because I will blame them because when Hstv board member Dr. Tamaklo came to say that Samobodo is not good, so he should be sacked from the team. No, it was the same supporters who stood in for this man to be there still. So Koroko, 8 years Munji League now, a coach comes in and he wins the league for you, and you don't know what is the insight of what has really happened. And the best thing you could do yesterday was insulting him. Some of the if I see the number come here.
Precious, to be frank, personally, you know, Patrick is talking about the number of coaches who have left under NYA. Nana Amponsa. Here, see, I don't have any problem with any coach leaving under the regime of NYA. I don't have any problem. If you want to leave, fine, leave. But what you are looking for is, a result. What you are looking for is the way forward after you've left. If you look at the history of Chelsea, it's not different from Asante Kotoko sacking coaches. Chelsea is the same, but yes, they are winning trophies. And it happens that anytime Chelsea sack a coach, the next time they win a trophy. It happened with Mourinho. It has happened with Di Matteo. It has happened with Mauricio Sarri. It has happened.
If you compare that one, anytime Chelsea is sacking a coach, they feel the coach is not delivering. And anytime as you are here, if you are not well, that is when they sack you. But this time around, the coach has won the league.
So according to a report also coming. Issues that
what is what are the issues?
See,
the issues. Patrick was talking about non-performing. Antonio Conte leaving how do you call it, Chelsea.
You're not talking about his performance.
Hold on.
This one is not about
finish.
Let me and I'm also trying to
so the problem is not about his performance. It's about individual issues.
Issues.
No, wait. It's a statement that came out, and I'm trying to clarify certain things. That you see, we are like Patrick just said something like he performed and he's going. It's just something that came about. I want to say that Antonio Conte won FA Cup with Chelsea, but Hstv sacked him. The problem is no. That's why I said I don't have a problem with a coach leaving a club. But the problem I have is there is no fact, there is no official letter from any of the parties. But yes, we still have communication members among the Asante Kotoko management team going out saying that the coach has resigned. And some letter, we chance on a letter right now, which is saying that we should disregard all those kind of issues. Meanwhile, that letter is not even from the official page of Asante Kotoko. So what are we talking about? So is it that the management doesn't know their work? By this time, we should even come, the management should come out with that, okay, we should disregard. This thing should be on your official handles. Not say Obiaba no positive biane and I'm no Obia Fabiano because Obia Keke. Because if there's going to be any, to be frank, as I'm sitting here, I can say that Kotoko has not sacked how do you call it? Prosper Prosper has not left because there's no document to prove. I can say that he has not left. Where's the document?
So false information.
So I can say it's a false information. Where is the document?
See,
so if you say something, you bring the evidence. Yeniana GFBK say more bribe now some more evidence. I'm from See, we all perceive. And we know that it's happening, but some more evidence. I'm from So as they are saying that it has happened, where is the evidence? They should come out with the letter for us to know. Sure. But it's not there, and you see members of Asante Kotoko going out on TV stations saying he has resigned. Oh, like, where do you know anything?
I was really shocked to say, I'm out, I'll be about more private, like things that is.
You see, this is
the problem is,
yeah, so it should be even.
It should be among you.
My problem with Koroko and Hstv right now that I want to address is that you see, the world itself will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but those who sit down and watch them
evil
without doing anything about it. We won't sit down in as much as they are controlling the affairs of Koroko and Hstv. Doesn't mean that they have the team at heart than some of us. Because when Koroko is performing, that is when a journalist can also have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
So now, what I'm trying to tell them is that Koroko, Hstv, yes, you are the biggest club in the country. Thank you, God bless you. And keep moving forward. You are going to Africa, Koroko is going to play Champions League. Has is going to play Confederation. And both of you, ahead of the preparation to that, Dr. Nyawotamraku has just come into talk about players taking weed and alcohol before playing games. And yesterday, look at what is happening in the camp of Kumasa Sande Koroko. You guys are too big. You have the men. This thing that are going to compete in Africa, they don't do this. You don't hear about with that, Lali. They sack coaches, yes, but these issues won't come out. If Ryan Ponsa has issue with Ogum, it's not our issue.
We should be between them.
The two of you, because Ogum is working as a coach for Koroko. You can't tell me that when Mourinho came to Chelsea, he had issue with a lot of people, but he was working as a coach for Chelsea, not as an individual person with somebody. Intimidate pressures was saying, say. Koroko doesn't belong to Ryan Ponsa in any way. So whatever is there for these two clubs to do, to make the name that they are always claiming, has 11. Is a mighty team. Yeah, that's Nyami Shiram. Thank you. You have the name. But do what is necessary for that name to be established well. We've seen Koroko doing very well in Africa before. How to focus done well in Africa.
Not to catch up because of time, but looking at the upcoming match against Accra Heart of Oak with the Super Cup and everything, looking at all the issues that is going up here and there, do you think that they are even prepared for this match? Because Africa crampon
No, you see, I always say that when Abramovich came with Chelsea and he was going, Russia, Ukraine has made the UKs want to.
Not to cut you off, let me make this thing once again. And please, you can send me your messages via the number on your screens. Don't call it. If you call it, I can't pick it up because it's our WhatsApp line. So I'll be grateful if you will send me your comments right now so that the show can get more interactive. The number is on your screens and I'll be ready and humble enough to read it out. We are still talking about Kumasi Asante Kotoko's Buhaha and everything. I mean, they are preparing. September 4th, they are going to play the Super Cup against Accra Heart of Oak. Looking at all the issues that is popping up and everything, how well prepared are Kumasi Asante Kotoko? Are we going to still see the Kotoko that we saw when they won the Premier League? Or is it going to be a different Kotoko? Looking at the issues in Bella, going to Italy and everything. But anyways, that is what we are discussing here, and that was what Patrick, let me come back to you making a point.
So as I was saying, Koroko, it's a big club, Heart of Oak is a big club. One won the FA Cup and one won the league. So we have to play the Super Cup. I was making a reference to Abramovich leaving Chelsea. When he was leaving, the issues were everywhere, and then people were thinking it was going to affect the club, but the players were really focused. But I think going into this game, the only thing or the only people who can make it work out are the players who are going to be on the field to play. Because if I'm a player and I psych myself that I'm going to play this game and I'm going into the game, I want to win the cup, I don't think it's going to affect the players. Maybe within management there will be some issues, but I think Koroko players need to psych themselves up. Like when the Ukraine issue happened and they went to win their game, they should psych themselves up going into the game. It's a big game that if they lose, because they lost to Koroko in the President's Cup. Already they are being laughing stocks to Heart of Folk. So they need to. They really need to do something when it comes to playing Heart of Folk this time around. So I think it's not really going to affect the playing body. Yeah. And management need to do whatever they need to do going into this game, because somebody yes in the two so that they go forward into this game, and then go and do whatever they think they can do best. If they win, they win. Whatever happens. So I don't see it affecting them in any way.
I don't see the attractiveness in the Super Cup they are going to play.
Why?
Oh, serious. See, let me tell you something about supporters. When Fabio Gama came to Asante Kotoko, we were talking about Fabio Gama. People wanted to go and watch Fabio Gama on the pitch, play, to see what he can do on the pitch. Every supporter going to a stadium wants to watch a player. He has the reason why he's going to watch the team. It could be Richard Bodu. He wants to watch Richard Bodu. He wants to see how Danlad Ibrahim is going to perform. He wants to see how Efi Ibani is going to play. These are the people supporters go to the stadium to go and watch. And these are the reasons why people go to the stadium to go and watch football. Yeah. You don't go to the stadium to go and watch management members. Right now, since they are saying that Prosper Ogun has resigned, that's what they are saying. Some of the communication members of Asante Kotoko are saying that. As they are saying it, Coach Benedict
I think that until then, that they've issued a statement that he hasn't resigned.
Officially.
What is really going to happen is that if Ogun is going today, there can be a coach tomorrow.
Yeah.
You understand?
Have they even come out with a coach?
No, I'm saying that's what I'm saying, that now they are saying, and your officials say Asakeno. And I'm saying that if Koroko are going into that game, they can get a new coach today, even if they want to sack Ogun. But who knows, maybe Ogun is going to stay, or another coach will come. So I don't see the coaches here.
What is the attractiveness? Because by now, we are here come to compare player to player. We are here come to talk about Free Bani against Etuga. This is what we are going to talk about. We are here going to talk about goalkeepers Richard Data or Dalan Ibrahim. We are here come to compare midfields. These are the things you talk for someone to get the interest to go and watch them on the stadium at the stadium. But we are here and we are just right now. I don't know whether Prosper Ogun is going to be the one at the bench to coach the team as Asante Kotoko, or there's going to be a different coach who is coming in.
Interesting times.
But even looking at this,
this is 4th September.
Yes. In Bella, I'm looking at how Kumasi Asante Kotoko is still going to perform without Imbella.
Oh, this game, Imbella can play this game. He's coming to Ghana. The deal is not yet done.
It's not yet done, but according to other reports, it was like after the holidays, he will not be here. He will be.
Yeah, but he's on his way coming back to Ghana. Per what I read from Kumasi and Kotoko page right now. So if he comes and play that game, we know he's leaving. You understand? Yeah. So like we being here. Like you being here and the next move is BBC, you go. Or you win.
So please, before we continue to let me read this message, and this one says, I'm Sandra, watching you live from La Paz. I love your hair as Zuma. Thank you so much.
Nice.
Kumasi Asante Kotoko supporters shouldn't be ungrateful because Coach Ogum has done well in his first season at the club. Okay. This one is also saying, hi, please tell Gaddafi coach Prosper New Kotoko didn't win the league on a clean note. he's aware of what awaits
Who
him.
Who that?
That's why he's resigned. In
Yes,
Coach, Coach Buadu, we trust. In Coach Buadu, we trust. Born great from Nungwa. Okay, born great
okay.
from Nungwa. Another one also coming through says Theo from La. Okay, really, Kumasi Santa Kotoko management led by Nana Ampunsa. Okay, could let go of some players and even allow the coach to leave just like that. Then they know he didn't do anything, and most of the games he won was cooked for him. Okay, very interesting. So let me read this. So I said, hello, I'm Shadrach. I'm watching you live from Zongo Junction, More Fire Hstv. Okay, thank you so much for sending me your messages. I'll still be waiting for other messages to read. So we still have time. You can still send in your messages via the number on the right hand of your screens, and I'll be available and humble enough to discuss it
Precious.
out.
Those messages that
We are still talking about Prosper.
Why?
No, like how they are saying that.
No, you see, the truth is that you see, shout out to Okubon Great. He's my man, the one who sent the first message that you read. They should just stop this. Matches were bought for Ogun. I quite remember that one had to folk won the league, and then I think Richmond IE, when they won the FA Cup, and Richmond IE went to my sister station, and he was interviewed and he said their coach is one of the best in Africa because he has won league, right, in FA Cup. Okay. He's one of the best in Africa, their coach, Samuel Boadu. But after Ogun winning it, he becomes a bad coach because they feel that almost too much is man. See, these things won't help us. Ogun, if you can't tell me that if Ogun matches were being bought for Ogun, some warrants done for some Obuedu, we are in Ghana. Everything is possible. So let's stop Ogun your Tomax one. And
in fact, they should really stop that your Tomax.
It is not really helping.
Isn't it this same country Albert Kome came to say that Heart of Oak match FS match? See the way they were just making us.
The way my heart is coming. Shout out to Sandra Kwa, Unzela Pass, and then Abigail.
I mean, if you're Ghanaian and you watch football and you come here talking about they bought the match. Were you there when they were buying the match?
And were you also there?
One time I said we've not seen anything. So why should you come out? Why should you come and say they bought matches for some people? Please, they should stop those kind of issues. But sad two teams no more country. Sad two teams no more country. There should be let's mark this thing here. Okay. I said if as Accra Suffolk and Asante Kotoko don't become serious in this country, a team like Samatex, Kotoku Royals will come in to be frank, because this go and see the project they are building. Go and see Samatex. Samatex are even paying their players. Go to Kotoku Royals and see even the quota they are bringing in.
Bro. Kotoku has need the emfa. Obian to me. Oh.
And you say
the truth is that
you can't say so.
No, they built that brand. About a brand, they are there. Let's
look at Manchester United. And then Manchester United,
their brand is there. I'm coming now. We were here when the City scheme. The brand was big. Kotokone's competition. I do phone.
And your brand
is I'm coming. It's part of what I'm talking about.
I'm talking about performance.
I'm talking
performance.
With performance.
And facilities. Even facilities. Has to focus on facilities.
Last season,
has to focus on more.
Last 2 seasons, who won the league?
It's not about who won the league.
So you said performance.
No, facilities in a way.
The league.
Accra Suffolk facilities in a way.
They are working on it.
Someone from Division 1, go and see some matters. Division 1 or under floodlight. And a year can't say National Sports Stadium and come a whole team big clubs in this country since 19 something. Muni Stadium. Are you serious in this country?
It's okay.
Are you serious?
Let me read this message then.
Charlie,
you just look really
serious. Like says, I don't know.
Okay, this one says I'm Henry from Atadeka. If I get it correct. I want to know Chelsea transfer updates. Keep the fire burning. Okay, so far I think the only sign that I know is
Chelsea has signed
Sterling, Koulibaly,
and Kunde is almost done.
Yes. Let me also read this
one.
Also, this one says also good afternoon. My name is Emma, aka Target. Watching you live from Glife Okay, hello. More fire Hstv. Tell the guys to take it easy. They can't take it easy. What is really going on right now? It's something that really needs to be addressed, and you should feel what they are really going through. They're talking out of passion and everything. But usually, we are so heated up.
Yes, I was saying that they should you see, as Patrick was saying, see, we are magic league, and see, we are talking about teams and our clubs are my serious. They want to build something. Tama kotoko mobile mo now their friends and work money no more. Or mobile, so but go and see them. In Swatch man, go and see the project they are building. Go and see their facilities. Or more camp, their dressing room. Go and see them. Go and see their training page. Go and see the page that they are building for the league. Go and see Samatex or more floodlights. They play under floodlights. Go and see them. Go and see their projects that they are doing. Even Kotoku Royals, go and see the project. You see, on social media handles this year, or more yes contribute to help them build their stadium. Or they are on it. As I take Kotoko, any Accra House of Folk, Yawu me be 2 teams me be 2 But see there, almost started Pobiman project. And yet Kim Grant and the banner be for someone started Pobiman, still Pobiman getting pussy.
So what really is still keeping them there?
It's because they are not serious. Yeah. They are not serious. How can a board member now what come and say that players no be and sanam da ko omu win them? And sans no are you serious? As a board member, are you serious in the country? Are you serious to do football in the country?
But we hear all these issues every day.
It's not about you.
Still, you people still like this. They are still holding that sort of level.
That's the main reason why Ghana Premier League is not going anywhere. It's not. Supporters Krampumpo Stadium, because if this is how you are going to treat the football in Ghana here, then nobody is going to watch your football. Now you say Manchester United need to buy some because Accra has to focus on Manchester United because you are not serious in the country. More serious anka more yeah what top match and I say yeah a class like this, a big game like this, no big as me say Kokobe Brighton Wolves Krampo just ante kotokoni on be jam. Why? Because you people are not doing your things right in the country. Okay. Yeah, but can make us journalist for na ye and social dem we mama ye meeting management now and some about say we coach is resigning.
Mami ready wait why?
Oh.
Wait, I don't something. This one is also saying, "Hello, good evening my lovely sister. Keep up your good work. First of all, Kumasi Asante Kotoko management or the board had a meeting with the coach on Zoom. So who brought the news out to some of the journalists by saying the coach has resigned? Secondly, we have fake management or fake board members in Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Why will a management member like Countryman Zongo sit on his show telling the world that the coach is afraid of Africa and the coach is poor coach? Some of the management members or board members shouldn't think they are more knowledgeable than anyone. They should bow their head down in shame. Great work, Patrick, for me, my boss, my friend. Okay, I'm not really getting it. I say I'm a freelance sports journalist from Newtown. Okay, so please, we would like it if you also send your name.
What's his name?
He didn't bring out his name, but we are hoping that you. This one is also saying, John from Tema, Madam, you are beautiful, and I want to get oh, thank you so much for. This one is also saying, hi, hello, please, any updates on Conde to Chelsea deal? My name is 90s. Okay, and again, this Songo of guy should be called to order. Very interesting.
Pressure, I just because people are asking of the Chelsea,
the Conde
I just want to touch with Conde issue with the sources or the report you are getting is Ghana Kasano Sevilla on pre-season. He's not part of the team. They've left him here and there, but I don't know whether the guy is actually waiting for the bid from Barcelona.
So it's not finalized. They're still hanging.
Here's the thing: Chelsea has submitted work papers to Sevilla.
Yeah.
The amount they are asking of that is 55 million pounds. It has been submitted. So the rest is for the player himself and then the team to sign the paperwork so that he becomes. But the report that I'm getting, is that the guy is almost getting things done. So he's doing Chelsea very soon.
Let's go back to Kumasi.
So looking at the messages that are coming in, I think Fireman yesterday was heated on his show.
Okay, so he says his name is Henry Budu.
Henry Budu, okay, Henry Budu. Big man.
Yeah,
fantastic afternoon going out to you.
Tomato.
And also to my little sister, Aisha. She is doing the watching inside Mungwa. Sister Aisha, a buta pa, and fire skin and chef fridge man. So the point is that Korokoen, all that is happening is because of what they are doing. So we are just praying that they will sort things out. Interesting times are really ahead of us with regards to the letter that has come today. So let's pray and hope that Ogum is not going.
Sure, Ogum is not.
And everything will be fine.
Okay. Eugene.
As I'm saying,
no, I'll come back to your fan. So it's I'm saying Eugene.
The issue is there's no letter from anywhere. We've not seen any letter from Prosper Ogum.
Okay.
We've not seen any letter from
So they should just stop circulating.
They should stop circulating those kind of issues. If they are talking about this is a money. They should. To me international common issue, almost solve issues. This is in Pennsylvania, not in Colombia.
So according to they should just stop it.
Oh, they should just stop this kind of thing. It's not actually helping the image of Ghana football.
Sure, let me read
Saga top 60 and it's a begu. Say Yabego.
Let me read these 3 messages last, and I'll take your last words, and we run out of the studio. Well, this one is saying, my name is Abigail from Alajo Queen. Okay, the Alajo Queen. Okay, hello.
Okay.
I love your show, and please tell the guy in the left side that I'm crashing. Hey, keep the fire burning. Whoa, tell me more about Koulibaly. Okay, we will. But let me also get this one. Says, good evening. I am Mensah from Legon. I think the Ghana Football Association needs to invest more money in the Ghana Premier League. As in we akasa, but it is what it is. I don't know what's really happening, but we're just hoping that in the next season they make the necessary equipment, like the pitch, yakasa, but it's still the way it is. We don't know what's going on, but we're hoping for the best. This one is also saying, I think to build a stadium is not easy. It's not an easy project, per my knowledge. Inter Milan till now, upon all their success in Europe, still play all their home matches at San Siro, which is owned by AC Milan. I think some CEOs are now working on how to get their clubs their own stadium. We will soon get there. Okay, we are all praying to soon also.
That's not the truth. Asante Kotoko by now.
Please, your last words. Your last words. Your last words.
By now.
Using your last words.
My last words is what I'm on. Asante Kotoko by now. Asase Ukumasi Asase Kakraka. In terms of
but the lady who is crashing, I don't know. The lady is crashing on.
Your last words.
When we are done, we talk about it.
We have some few minutes to run out.
No, crash for days.
We have some few minutes to wrap up.
You know we have some few minutes. What can I know? But as I'm only out to focus on your Samatex was stadium. When you mamma can't Samatex was stadium. In Swatraman was stadium. Wafa was stadium.
Chelsea don't even have a stadium. Stop
talking. Our plan. Abramovich Obabe, UK
Chelsea also has a play.
So your last words, Eugene, is that your last words?
So big up to everybody. In fact, sending in your message has been so beautiful. I mean, without you, there's no success. So, Montine was saying big ups once again to Denied Amponsa and also to Fidaus and everybody who did watching. The name is Edimorat, Edemorrat on all social media handles. Just follow me. Let's get interactive.
All right, so big shout out to Abigail and Sandra inside La Paz. They are doing the watching. They are always doing the watching.
Big up to every viewer that watches.
The Sandra lady class.
I'm talking about Sandra and Abigail. They are doing the work. Anytime I come here, they are watching.
Okay.
You understand? You won't get ladies watching sports like that. They are always on point. And to Aisha, who is also doing the watching, and my brother Henry Totti, a fantastic one going out to him. So everybody who did the watching, we are mad grateful.
Okay.
So I think I'll talk to Murat about Abigail.
Please, big up to you, DJ Lamy, Encyclopedia and Benedicta.
Let me read this message and let me wrap up. Okay, these people. Okay, this one says, my sister, forgive me for saying this. This is coming from 90. It says, but I don't see Ghana football progressing.
Oh, it's true.
Looking at the mess created all the time. We just can't manage football. What a shame. From 90s. Thank you so much.
Right, 90s is right.
Message.
So you know what? I nearly left a brother out. Sharak is also doing a watching. So come on, so fantastic afternoon going out to you. Shadi inside La Paz. We brutal.
Anyway,
found.
so soon this is where we draw the curtains today on the Friday edition of Sports Drive live on Hstv. It was wonderful, and I really appreciate your messages that came through and everything. My name once again is Precious Azuma. See you same time next week. It's Wednesdays and Fridays. About 3 then you tune into Hstv because we are here to give you the very best when it comes to sports, when it comes to all the latest in the world of sports. It's me, your sports goddess. See you same time, like I said earlier. Bye bye.